was just going to ask, what's happening with Conor and that whole fight with
Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, is that happening?
They don't know. It has not been worked out yet, so it's not definitive. But there's so much money involved that they think they're going to make it happen.
And that's the UFC's got to come to an agreement. Or what, didn't he get in trouble with the UFC though? Didn't Conor for I don't know, not saying something and coming out and saying something a while ago, or get fined or something?
He got fined for the throwing the water bottle Monster Energy thing.
Yeah, they fined him $150,000, and they dropped it down. I think they dropped it to like $35,000.
He said he'd never fight in Vegas again after that, and so
and they're like, "Hey, relax."
Because we can't go to New York because they're going to go to New York. It's a debacle.
The big factor is another factor is also that the UFC was purchased by WME. That's an entertainment company.
Right.
Entertainment company is going to try to put on the biggest show they could put on, and that's not necessarily like the #1 ranked contender fighting for the title. I think that it's an entertainment. I understand it's a business. I understand, but it is also it's extremely important that you honor the hierarchy of champion and top challenger. I think that's critical.
Well, you work your way up. I mean, you pay your dues. You work your way up. You're ranked on ability.
Yeah.
So
they're trying to manufacture big fights instead of letting big fights build themselves.
Evolve.
Yeah, big fights evolve when you let a guy like Yoel Romero fight and he wins. He beats Chris Weidman by knockout, and then if he fights Michael Bisping and Michael Bisping, if Michael Bisping beats Yoel Romero, Michael Bisping becomes a superstar.
Right.
You know, and it's a tough fight. It's a real tough fight. If Yoel Romero beats Michael Bisping, first of all, he looks like a goddamn superhero.
Yeah.
So that's easy to sell. You know, you look at his highlight reel of smashing people to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest wrestlers that's ever competed. You know, he medaled in every single international competition he entered. He beat Cale Sanderson, who's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He beat him twice. He's just a freak of freaks. Do you know who Yoel Romero is? Jamie, pull up a picture of Yoel Romero. Because he doesn't even look real.
No, he doesn't.
He's like one of those guys who are like, what is that? That's a person? Is that a real person or a CGI person? Just so jacked.
Who did he... Oh, he beat...
He beat everybody.
No. But in that last one with the flying knee...
Chris Weidman.
Right. Oh, my God.
He flatlined him.
Yeah, because it seemed like that whole fight, he wasn't really doing much.
Look at that.
Jeez.
Get the fuck out of here. That's a real person?
But he did this.
Not look fun.
He's so jacked.
The fight against Chris Weidman was sort of like hanging in the balance, and then he did some flying knee, hit him in the side of the head.
Yeah,
I was just like, where did that come from?
So pull up that video that Yoel Romero KOs Chris Weidman. Yeah. There's an animated GIF of that. Oh, here we go. Go to the video. It's fucking insane. Like, look how he fucking flies when he lands.
No, but look how he turns around already and lands punches.
Here it goes. Watch this. Boom.
How recent was this fight?
A couple months ago.
I was in Australia. I don't think I saw it down there.
He's just a freak,
That's
man.
crazy.
And it cut the biggest gash in the side of his head.
Wow.
Yeah. See if you get a clear video of it.
Superman fly. Yeah, look at that.
From like another angle. But he's just a freak of nature and science.
He's capable of that at any second.
Boom. But like the amount of force behind that, he's just flying through the air.
And that's like so irregular too. It's kind of like the way like Chuck Liddell used to hit, like real irregular, like a flying knee to your face.
Out of nowhere type
Yeah.
thing.
Well, he's just he's so explosive. So his ability to close the distance is stunning sometimes, and people aren't prepared for it because he's such an athlete.
But in that fight, it didn't feel like he had been doing much. You know what I mean?
Right.
It felt like he was just kind of like, God, when is he going to get off?
It was a close fight, for sure.
And then all of a sudden, just some out of nowhere.
Yeah. So whether or not, whether or not Michael Bisping can beat him, like who knows? But you got to give him a chance.
Oh, I know. He's
got to give Yoel a chance.
Yeah. So it seems, I don't know. It doesn't seem life isn't fair. Who cares? But it doesn't seem fair that it's GSP.
Well, the thing is it a sport or is it entertainment? I mean, you just trying to put on a spectacle, or is it a sport? And if it's a sport, if you're going to have the World Series, people play this guy to play that guy, and it gets to the World Series. And here's the World Series, folks. And we've had this whole season. We've been building to this moment, and this is the hierarchy.
Right.
And it's still huge.
No, if it's just a show,
Yeah.
put 3 of them in there. Put Yoel in there too with GSP and Michael's Bisping.
I was saying
all 3.
I was saying that they should have, because you're dealing with a guy in GSP who's been out for a long time.
Yeah.
Have him fight Nick Diaz. He's been out for a long time too. Neither one of them is ranked. Have both those guys.
They fought before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a rematch.
Yeah.
That's the fight.
That would get ton of pay-per-views.
Fuck
People love Diaz.
They love him. I don't think people even know how much people love him. I don't even know if the UFC knows how big of a star Nick and Nate are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sacramento, right? California.
Yeah, but Bisping would they're fucking smoking pot. Take him away from fucking promoting pot use.
Don't those guys do crazy, insane cardio?
Oh, yeah.
Just
Bisping's got insane cardio. The Diaz brothers have insane cardio.
Yeah.
Nick has swam back from Alcatraz 5 times.
Excuse me? Whoa.
5 times.
Yeah.
I said twice once, and he corrected me online. He said 5 now.
Well, they compete.
That race every year?
They compete in triathlons.
All the time.
When we were watching UFC the other night, they're like, bring Goldberg back.
A lot of people want to bring him
Goldberg.
back. There was there's a survey someone did online where it was like, keep John Anik, me, and Dominic Cruz was A, and then Goldberg was B.
Yeah.
And it was like 90% B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it to the UFC.
Did you?
Yeah. Look at this. What do you think of that? I don't know, man. So,
Goldberg.
I get it. People want change, especially if they own it. You pay $4 billion for something.
Put your signature on something, I guess.
You want to change the color of the car. I bought a new car. It cost me $4 billion. I'm going to make it red. I always wanted it red.
Are you going to, I was going to say officiate, but you're not going to marry them. Are you going to commentate that fight if will you be the front runner to be one of the commentators if they do the McGregor
Mayweather thing?
fight?
Most likely no, because it's a boxing match.
Yeah.
Most likely I'll be here watching it on the screen.
I can't wait for it though.
Yeah.
If it happens.
I mean, I just don't think so. I think I'm not a boxing commentator. I know a lot about boxing. Followed boxing since I was a kid. And I've commentated on kickboxing bouts before, but I've never commentated on a boxing fight before.
It'd be kind of cool though if they had two guys from boxing world and you, because the two worlds are
they always have Jim Lampley.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that who they always have?
And Max Kellerman, who I really love.
Yeah, Max.
I love that guy.
There. Yeah.
I would be happy to do a pay-per-view with Max Kellerman.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that dude.
It'd be a different perspective just because with McGregor coming out of the UFC.
Or Paulie Malignaggi. He's another one. I really respect that guy a lot too. He's a great commentator and world champion boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be maybe but most likely no. Most likely. I'm doing less and less of those. I do 10 a year now. The most I'd ever done, I think it was up to like 24 a year. It was just too much, man. Again, traveling.
You're not doing them all now.
No international pay-per-view anymore.
You just said I'm done. I'm only doing domestic.
Just no Fox ones anymore, like all those big Fox shows.
Yeah.
I can cut all those out. All I do now is domestic pay-per-view. That's it.
Gotcha.
So it's about 10 a year.
Yeah, the international, man, that just kills you.
Oh, fuck that.
We had fun, though. We went to Rio and watched Ronda. That was fun. Cool.
Yeah, Cam came with me down when she fought Betch Correia in Rio and starched her in the first round.
34
That was
seconds.
a good time. It was fun, but you remember how sketchy it was. And we were driving around a bulletproof car. We got an armed guard with us everywhere. It's fucking,
I've been down there. I didn't have any of that. You must be pretty big down there.
I'm very important.
I think extremely important.
I thought it was for me.
It could have been. They're big bow hunting fans.
Yeah,
and they know that you don't pack a piece, so they're like, okay, well.
Yeah, we was down there with Giselle, and she was taking helicopters around.
Oh yeah,
to get around. That's
the way to do it.
Yeah, that was the way. We were in Sao Paulo actually.
Oh, okay. To avoid being carjacked. Is that why she took helicopters?
No, I think it was just. I imagine there's some. Maybe I have no idea, but I think it was just avoid traffic.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic in Sao Paulo.
The traffic is terrible. I mean, even where we were, the traffic was terrible. There's like one road.
Well, that's Rio. Yeah, we were by the beach. That was a problem. Remember when we got to the fight? It took forever to get to the fight. Yeah. They were like, you have to leave 3 hours early. We're like, what?
Yeah.
And then you get in the car. You go, oh, I get it. That was while it was going on. We were talking to Dana Lash on the phone because it was right when Cecil the Bear was happening. That
the lion.
Excuse me. I was reading about it in a TV show. About Cecil the kangaroo. That was that thing was going down, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
you.